talk about higher-ups. My higher-up wanted me to completely change my classes. So if you don't know, I'm a fitness instructor and I teach certain classes, and that's what I was hired to teach. She wanted me to change my entire format. Let's get into it. So it's actually not as dramatic as it sounds. She did indeed want me to change my format, but I was able to just be like, well, actually the members that come regularly like this format, and they wanted something a little bit more upbeat but something a little bit slower that they could do because it's aqua dance, and then there's only 2 other classes with aqua dance classes, or maybe even one or two, and it's super fast paced, so it doesn't work for all of them. Plus it's in the evenings, so that makes sense. It works for super faster paced, whereas the one that I teach, there's like 4 or 5 of the format that she wanted me to change to already. But like, and yes, people wanted that, but at the same time, I'm like, my regular people like this format, so I'm hesitant to change because of that. And 2, that other format, I subbed for it, and she observed my class and loved it, which is great. But I did not plan that class whatsoever because it is so easy for me to teach, because I know how things work in the water. I know I was personal trainer, and I'm recertifying for that. But I was personal trainer, and so it works very similarly. So I don't really have to think too much about it. So I don't really have to do planning for that class. For me, a lot of people would, but like for me, like it's just something it's things that I'm so used to that I'm like, I don't even have to think about it, and I just kind of go with it. And so I was like, I might get bored teaching this class. So I was like, we could try changing one of them and see how that goes, and then like touch base in a month or something like that. And she said she was going to think about it. So, and she said, thanks for the feedback. Like, there was no drama. It was just a conversation. Like, hey, here's an idea. Hey, here's my feedback, my thoughts. So, today I taught class. It's so weird how, I think my time slot's just a weird slot. So like, some days my class is full, and then other days I have like 2 or 3 people, and I'm like, I don't understand. Like today my class was full, and she was there. She wasn't in my class though. She was just like doing paperwork or something in the office, which is right next to the pool, like windows in, and she was doing some paperwork and stuff, and we ended up having so much fun in my class that there were some things I had to change because I was like, oh, they're having fun with this, so I don't want to like change it yet. And one of the members who regularly comes to the class noticed a couple of the things, and I was like, oh yeah, well, yeah, we kind of cut that song out. Well, we didn't cut the song out, but we cut the normal routine out because of the fact that it looked like everybody was having fun. I wanted to keep going with this other thing. And then there were other parts where like I said, there's a few regular members who do know the routines and probably did notice a little bit that I changed some of it. But it was because I felt like they were either having fun, or if I was explaining something and it felt like they were taking a bit to grasp what I was explaining, then I was like going a little bit longer, and so I was like constantly having to adjust, which I don't know, it kind of made it fun for me. Now that I'm like settled into things, like that just made it really fun for me. So it wasn't a big deal. And on a personal note, I caught up with a friend on the phone that I hadn't talked to in a few months, probably. It's been a while. And I felt bad. I felt horrible because I was like, I'm so bad at calling people back. I'm so sorry. And she was like, no, like I kept thinking that too, because she had initially called me and then I kept forgetting to call her back, because I would either like think of it at a time where I couldn't talk, or it was late, and I was like, she's probably sleeping, like whatever. So, and she's like, no, I thought the same thing. So like her life got busy, my life got busy. So it was just, it worked out fine. But I was talking while I was grocery shopping. And it was so good to catch up. However, I was on the phone, so I was distracted. I went for 2 things. And I was like, I could pick up a couple other things too. But these 2 things in particular, I was like, I need these. Because I need them for breakfast in the morning. Do you think I got them? I got one of the 2 things. So I had to go back to a store today. I did manage to get it because I was brave enough to ask an employee, and I'm glad that I did because I was walking around going, I don't see what I'm looking for, and it was out of stock on the shelf, but they had just ordered it, so it was in the back, and so she had to go back to the back to get it for me, and so I got it. It was more than I wanted to pay, but I got it. I'm super happy about it. And then also yesterday when I was on the phone at the store, so the carts have this little like basket, like they have the main basket, but then they have this like little basket like right where the handle is, or you can put like your phone or whatever. And I put my wallet there and my keys. So I put my keys on top of my wallet so they wouldn't fall. And I get to my car and I was still on the phone, so I vaguely remembered putting stuff in my car even. But I got almost all the way home and I was like, oh shoot, I left my wallet in that little thing in the basket. I need to go back. Hopefully nobody's touched the cart yet. It's not that far away, but I don't know. So I like drove all the way back and I was almost all the way there because it's like 15 minutes away. I was almost all the way there and I was like, no. I remember grabbing my wallet and putting it in one of these bags because I didn't want to do that. No, tell me. And I was driving, so I couldn't check my bags because they were on the floor. So they were far enough away I couldn't reach them. I get back to the store. Sure enough, my wallet's in one of those bags. I was like, well, I'm glad, but at the same time, I'm really annoyed that I drove all the way back. Oh my gosh. So I didn't do yoga last night because normally I do yoga on Monday nights. I didn't because I ended up having a whole bunch of things that I didn't get done because I was a phone call, which it was so necessary to catch up with her. So I don't regret anything, but I was like, I'm really tired now and I still have some things to do. So I just skipped yoga, but it wasn't the regular teacher anyways. And I have yet to go to the class when she hasn't been teaching because I've been to yoga a couple of other times with different instructors and I didn't like it. I've only liked her class so far. So I'm like, I don't want to go anyway, but it was a debate. There was something else I was going to... Oh, yes. The clothing situation. So, Stitch Fix is something that I'm still doing. I got my first box. I tried some things on, and I kept one shirt. I sent everything else back. There was only one thing that I didn't like, but the other stuff, for one, I can't afford that much, because it is pricey to buy all of it. But... So, like, that wasn't an option anyways. But there were, like, things where I was like, I don't know. I don't think so because of this. Or, I'm unsure because of this. So I was just like, you know what? Like, if I'm unsure, I'm just going to send it back. So I actually have another box coming. Because I had another credit. So I had the first month's free. It should be in the description down below if you want a free month. But the first month's free. I'm not affiliated in any way, by the way. Do I get a bit of a reward if you use my link and sign up? Yes. But that's it. Maybe that is an affiliate. I don't know. But this is not sponsored. That's what I was trying to say. Words. Anyways, they have no idea I'm making this video. So this is just me talking. But for me, because I'm losing so much weight, something that a lot of people don't talk about in the weight loss journeys is your body changes so much and it's weird. Like, it's not that your body's weird, but it's weird to like adjust because it's like, okay, I've been used to this for so long and this is what I know about my style, this is what I know about my body, this is what I know about how clothes fit, like all these things. And then when your body changes, it's like, okay, I don't know what to do anymore. This doesn't make sense for me and I don't even know what my style is anymore. So, well, part of that is just because life changes and I think I'm like at that point where my style is changing, so like that just coincided. But yeah, so Stitch Fix is been a great option. So I have another box coming next weekend. So, no, this weekend. This weekend. I'm pretty excited about that. And I think Wantable, I think is what it's called. There's another one that's really similar, but you get 7 items instead of 5, and it's the same price. So Stitch Fix is $20 a month, and that $20 is a styling fee, so you don't get it back. However, if you do purchase one of the items that you were sent, that $20 will go towards that item. If not, it goes towards the stylist. But the same, so Wantable's the same thing, but instead of 5 items, you get 7. So I'm like, okay. I think I haven't purchased it yet or anything like that, but I think I will. Just so that I have some more variety as well, and see if their price options are a little bit different, as far as like the pieces of clothing, because it's the same price a month, $20 a month. And for me, I don't know if they do this for everybody, but they gave me, but like I didn't sign up because I was still thinking about it, and so they sent me an email and were like, oh, here's a $25 credit. So like I would still have to pay the $20, but they give me a $25 credit so that if I buy something, then I have the $20 styling fee plus the $25 credit. So basically $45 to spend on something I decide to keep. So I'm like, well, that's pretty cool. So I think I want to try that one as well. I don't know how that's going to go, but I know that this whole like because like I bought about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I bought a couple items at the thrift store. One was a blazer and it fit great, and the other was a skirt that I couldn't even get over my hips. It was large. And oh no, I bought a skirt and a shirt as well. Those fit too. Oh, I wonder if they still fit, because the blazer doesn't fit anymore, because the blazer was like approaching a little bit too big when I bought it, but I bought it anyway because I really liked it, and it was similar to one that I used to have, and I was like, I need some like nicer clothes here, so I bought it. But now it's a little too big on me. I didn't think I would undergrow it that fast. I was gonna say outgrow, but I didn't outgrow it. I undergrew it. Anyways, the skirt that wouldn't go over my hips, I actually wore it Sunday because it fits great now. And it was just like, what? I thought that I was delusional. And when I tried it on, it wouldn't even go over my hips. I tried it at home, and I was like, I keep saying that I'm losing enough weight that this should fit soon, but I think I'm maybe just being delusional, and this is just not going to happen. And then I tried it on, and I was like, whoa. So like, and like that's something else too, like that people don't really talk about, is like your perception is so off when you're losing weight, because you're so used to being in a certain body, and then your body changes and you're like, you think that you're still there, even though your brain, you logically know that things have changed and you're not still there, but like you still kind of live in that space because you lived there for so long. And so when things are actually changing, you're like, wait, my brain doesn't know how to compute this. And then at the same time, like, because you logically know how much things are changing, you're like, well, I don't want to buy this and this, that, and that yet, or I want to buy this, but I want to make it this because this is what's going to work here in the near future. And it's just like this like crazy thing, and there's so many things to think about, because you like need clothes, but then like, for instance, summer clothes, by the time next summer comes around, whatever I buy right now is not going to fit me, so I'm going to have to buy smaller clothes. So I'm like, it doesn't make sense to buy like seasonal clothes right now because I'm losing weight. So like I have to wait till like next summer to buy clothes, because like normally, you know, like you don't really change it that much, and you can buy things a season ahead of time to get some discounts and things like that, because that's the way I shop. And like you can't really do that when you're losing weight, because it's like it's not going to fit. And you don't really fully, like, you can kind of like, maybe I'll be down to this size, I don't really know, but like you don't fully know, so I don't know. It's just like this weird, confusing place to be. And I'm not complaining, I'm just saying that like we don't really talk about these things so much. We just think, oh, weight loss, amazing, but it's like, it's expensive. Because buying a whole new wardrobe is expensive, and your brain is just, you're, especially if you've been a certain weight for so long and then you lose weight, it like messes with your mind because you're like, I'm so confused. I don't know. It just, it's not a bad thing. It's just, it's a huge adjustment. And like, it's something that you don't really think about whenever you like start losing weight or your body starts changing or anything like that, until you're like in the midst of it and it's like, whoa. So I just wanted to bring it up. But anyways, that's where we're at right now. And to 2 more days is the Employee Appreciation Day for one of the gyms, and the other gym, Member Appreciation Day. So it's going to be a very busy day. But I'll let you know how that goes after that happens. And I wish the best for you. I believe in you. Excuse me. Dream big, take action, and I'll see you next time. Bye!